So between this week and last week, I've been like extremely busy. Last week was our Thanksgiving, and this week we're moving. So yeah, but I did watch episode 8. Thought it was super funny, and now episode 9. But before I go to episode 9, let me just mention that Kanan, I think that's his name, the playing guy. Apparently he's the leader of the dogs now. Episode 8, and Nobunaga, he was extremely funny in that episode too, and that he learns from his mistakes. If someone asks him, why isn't he the king instead of Toyohisa? So it shows that he learned from his mistakes in the past well. Now we're going to episode 9. Basically starts off with St. Jeremy heading to his location, and then he wonders how the drifters are going to get past, I think, get past the city of Galdi, some weird name, I couldn't pronounce it. But because they have a strong they have the strongest armory, the strongest security, and all of that. And so he's wondering how they're gonna get past it. And if they do get past them, then the Order Kingdom is definitely doomed. And from this episode, we see that they got past them. But we're gonna get into that soon. So we go into the mission starts with Toyohisa asking for not really asking, I want to say indirectly asking for help to go and rescue the dwarves. He basically says he's gonna go by himself, and the dwarves basically explain to him that from the dawns of this world, from the dawns of time, actually, the dwarves and the elves have been at it, and no one actually knows the reasons why, but they just don't get along. And when the Order Kingdom came and held the elves in captivity, the dwarves didn't help them. So yeah, you can understand why there's a grudge there. Now we see that some of the dwarves are worked to death. Um, some were worked so much, and now that they're on overtime because of the war that's going on, so they need more supply and demand. Now, the people, the soldiers, they don't care about anyone. They work the dwarves to death. They work the elves to death. They just don't care. They just don't. But we start the assault on the armory, and we see that Nobunaga finally finished his bombs with his black powder. So we see that Nobunaga uses the bombs, well, handmade bombs, to launch the assault on the armory. Very genius, by the way. And also they made some explosive arrows, which they put in the hand of Yoichi, and you already know that it was destruction. No pun intended. And Nobunaga hangs back and basically heads the charge, gives commands, and you can see from his tactics and his strategies that he's very, very, very seasoned. He's very seasoned in the art of battle. Now, so we see that the castle send out their armor guards, and these guys are heavy everything. They have heavy armor, heavy swords, heavy spears, and these are supposed to be the elite of the castle. And this episode was kind of weird to see how strategic Toyohisa those were. Again, they were only using their strength if they had to. Like, he basically made Omaboobs put up the wall around the guards and basically just drop bombs on them. I thought that was very smart. Very, very smart. Even the elves were afraid and they started running. So, next we go into the guards. They basically roll up the bridge, the drawbridge. They basically roll up the drawbridge and were held up inside. And it was so smart of how Nobunaga basically tells Yoichi and Omaboobs to basically shoot the arrows and the spells up the wall to use the stones as like a staircase, and they basically use that to get up and infiltrate the castle. Crazy. Now that shows how smart Nobunaga is. Now we go into the dwarves. We get a little explanation into the dwarves of how they fought after they were captured, and now Toyohisa finally reached to where the dwarves are being held captured, and these guys looked broken, and they basically begged to be free. They begged, and and for how the elves bragged about them, and to see how they are now shows you of how long they've been in that state. So yeah. Now Toisa those basically stop in the middle of battle and start cooking. And they start eating the horses. Now again, here's when Nobunaga comes in. He basically tells Toisa those not to eat meat, make rice porridge because it digests faster than meat. Now then Toisa goes in to tell the troops in the castle that the dwarves are eating now. So if you guys want to leave or run away, now's the chance until they stop eating. But when they stop eating, we're gonna come in and we're gonna kill all of you. And they basically surrender, and the Lord comes out. And Toisa basically tells them, "Listen, you're the Lord. There's honor in defeat. Just come over here and disembowel yourself." And this guy was scared, so he ran away. And Toisa, of course, took his head. Now, with the troops that ran away, Yoichi was kind of sneaky. He wanted to go behind them and kill them. And from the last episode, we see that Yoichi had someone that gave him orders and ordered him around, and Yoichi didn't want to be ordered. So in this episode, where Yoichi said that he was always ordered to run after the escapees, so Hisa told him that you no longer have to follow orders. So yeah, definitely a change in character. Now, but we see that he was set. He had standby elves ready to go after him. And that was the end of that. Now we go into some two new characters. Some of the Octoberists. Don't know much about them, but they're basically spying on the Black King. And dragons are keeping guard over the castle. And there's this big ferocious dragon. I think they call it the bronze dragon. Crazy looking beast. So the Octoberists notice something. They basically notice that the Black King doesn't want to destroy the earth. He just basically wants to save it for the monster goes. And a couple episodes ago, we see that he basically healed one of the monsters too that got injured in battle. But other than that, let me know what you guys think of this episode. Like the video if you did, dislike if you didn't, but let me know down in the comment section. Other than that, thanks for watching.